Hey guys, welcome back to the GloryHunter. We have the opportunity to win 2 cups this season. We're arguably almost certainly out of the Bundesliga running. However, we're in the semi-finals of the Deutsche Pokal and we're also 1-0 up from our first leg against PSG in the Champions League quarter-finals too. We've Frankfurt in the Bundesliga, followed by PSG at home. Then it's Wolfsburg at home in the league as well. Not entirely ruling myself out of the Bundesliga title fight, but we're 9 points behind with 18 points available. We do have Leipzig to play, but Bayern are up there too, so it is entirely unlikely. Leipzig have lost 1 in 28. I don't think they're going to lose 4 in the next 6. Do you? But we will continue to fight and won't give up until it's mathematically impossible. Frankfurt first, and then a giant second leg against PSG. We live in hope that we can make it through to the semi-finals. We did a great job in the first leg, but matching that performance is going to be very, very tough. Do drop the video a like. Let me know in the comment section, do you think we can do it? Do you think we can pull off 2 cups this season? Or do you think we won't and I should leave Dortmund and move elsewhere at the end of this year? I really don't know what I'm going to do at this stage. We'll wait and see what you guys say. But for now, we're going to concentrate on the football. Time to head away from home to the Deutsche Bank Park to play Eintracht Frankfurt. Michael Keane has scored 3 goals in his last 3 games. Really? Well, their defence, apparently, are arguably their biggest goal threat, Frankfurt. Michael Keane has scored 3 goals in his last 3? What is that about? Frankfurt's team is alright, actually. Again, they have a poor goalkeeper. But then Hamari Traore, Tyrone Mings, Michael Keane and Danilo. Jakic and Lukic with Vargas on the right. Dwight McNeil on the left. Miretti at cam and Sanset up top. A decent team. They genuinely are. Gabriel is in. Alwar is in. Brandt is in. Burkhardt and Reina too. As of course, we're prioritising the Champions League game against PSG in 3 days' time with a handful of first-team players. We live in hope in multiple competitions right now. I don't know. If you had to ask me to make a prediction now, I really genuinely couldn't tell you whether I think we'll win or even get through the Champions League quarter-final against PSG, let alone stand a chance of winning the whole thing. I think we'll make the final of the Deutsche Pokal because, well, we've Osnabrück, and if we don't beat Osnabrück, I certainly don't deserve to win anything this season. Dwight McNeil to Jakic. Miretti powers past 1, but McKennie wins it back. Oh, but then loses it. Sanset looking to spin. Oh, brilliant reactions from Kubel. No goal for Frankfurt in the opening 5 minutes. Barnes to Burkhardt. Was meant for Brandt, but never mind. We'll use the right back first. And hopefully Gio Reyna will go down the line. He hasn't. They're playing a hard pressing game here, Frankfurt, so far. That is not even remotely close to the pass I asked for, but I found a teammate with it at least. Barnes, nice ball. Keeper's come. Will look to lift it over him, but over the bar. Jonathan Burkhardt nearly with a wonderful goal to start us off. Oh, but not quite. Miretti, Lukic, lovely back heel, strike and save. Kubel keeps it level on the brink of half-time. Harvey Barnes on near post duty. It's actually Weston McKennie that's underneath it. Barnes' clearance is awful, and then they hit the post. Barnes tried to head that clear, and he went about that far. 0-0 at half-time. And Frankfurt looked to come away with it. Good block. Quickly. Come on then. Run, Jonathan. Oh, Michael bloody Keane. He's number 33 as well. 3 goals in his last 3 games for the number 33 for Eintracht Frankfurt. How he scored 3 goals in his last 3 games, I don't know, because he's offered no goal threat in this game whatsoever. They must have just tried to utilise set pieces, perhaps, but they've not had any in this game to really try and use. He's pointing me inside there, Enzo Fernandez, so I went to him. And here is Gio Reyna on the overlap. Just a little dink, perhaps. Looking for the man at the back post. Can't get there. Win that header well up. Enzo Fernandez, Brandt. Good dribbling. Where do I go, though? I'll drill that looking for Harvey Barnes. It's a great take. And I'll pull it back looking for Brandt. It's Burkhardt it finds. There's the back of the net. At last, the breakthrough against Frankfurt. We've not been great in this one at the Deutsche Bank Park. But we lead, finally. Wasn't who I intended to pass that to either, to be fair. Was trying to get that to Brandt. Went to Burkhardt, but he's buried it well. Only his second goal in the Bundesliga this year. Gabriel to McKennie. Özcan around the corner to Aouar. Gio Reyna. There's Aouar. Frankfurt have really, really pushed bodies forward. I don't really know how we haven't scored a second goal yet because they've been so open at the back. Finally, we do get the goal to finish them off. It's 2-0 to Dortmund. We will take 3 points. I'm not going to give up on the Bundesliga fight at all. But it is so unlikely now. But the better form we're in the league just means that the higher morale is going to be and the better boosts players are going to have for the other games that matter in the cup fixtures. So I'm still going to try and give my all. And if we can turn around and finish higher than third, then we'll give it our best shot. But we're going to win this one by 2-0 against Eintracht Frankfurt. We can head into this second leg against PSG in, well, I'd say good form, but I felt vulnerable at times there. I'm getting what feels like input delay with players just hovering next to the ball still when you're asking for an input. I know you guys experience the same things. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And you know exactly the sort of frustrations that I'm having. I am praying that it doesn't cause me problems against PSG. I'd show you their lineup, but it's exactly the same as it was yesterday. So you know exactly who's going to be in PSG's front three. It's Messi, Mbappe, Neymar. Midfield again of Ruiz and Carlos Soler. And the big boys at the back are in there again. Laporte, Tapsoba, Tomori. What a start this could be. Florian Wirtz. That's going to go over the bar, unfortunately. Donnarumma wasn't sure to start off with. 1-0 up as of the first leg. They're a little bit tired. We're a little bit tired. It's as level a playing ground as you might likely be able to find. And God, I hope we can pull this off. Well in, Nicholas. If we play like we did against Frankfurt, I think we'll get beaten. We need to be better than we were in that league game away from home. But back in front of our own fans, I'm hoping, not expectant, but I am hopeful of a result and performance. Wirtz is there, Sally Özcan. Harvey Barnes around the corner. Wirtz is here. You see the way that their defensive line is shifting with the way we move the ball about. I'm not just going to try and force it unless I've got an obvious pass, because I cannot afford to give the ball away cheaply. But I don't have the players at the back there to deal with their... the players up top to deal with their strength at the back. Even their fullback in Ferland Mendy is outrageously strong. I don't have physical players. We're not that sort of team. Ferland Mendy's got the pace to get back in support there as well. Fabian, Soler, Neymar. Is he onside there? Mbappe, I'm not sure. Schlotterbeck just manages to sort his feet out in time. But he certainly took his while in getting it under control. I'm nervous here. I really am. Desperately want to try and do something in the Champions League this year. We got grouped at Juventus, then won the Europa League because that's all we qualified for in Season 2. So this is the furthest we've made it in this competition in this save. And after a one-leg win at the Parc des Princes, well, it puts you in a really nervy position for this second leg. Do you try and get another goal? I genuinely thought Bellini was the right side, the defender there. Do you push and try and get another goal? Or do you just try and sit on what you've got? I fear sitting on it will actually end up to us losing the game more readily than it would be if we didn't sit on it. Oh, I tried to lift it over Donnarumma, but he's just too big. Nice block by Nuno Mendes, concentrating hard here. He's run straight into Leo Messi, though. who's turned sharply and finds a teammate. Fabian Ruiz, Mbappe, Neymar. Sula's in the way. Just sorts his feet out in time. It's 0-0 at half-time. It's 3/4 time. Is it 3/4 time? I'm not quite sure of the maths, actually. But, yeah, it is 3/4 time. Half-time in the second leg. We've played a whole game. We've played half a game. And we are 45 minutes away from a Champions League semi-final. Hakimi, Fabian, Messi, Neymar. No, Mbappe, sorry. Neymar's over there on the left. Can't get there. There's Neymar. Oh, there's Neymar. Effort. Messi with a corner. Actually floated it. Weston McKennie gets it. Get to that first. It's going to bobble free for me. Oh, what an interception by Carlos Soler. And Fabian. Oh, Schlotterbeck. Nuno Mendes. Get rid of it. Jesus wept. That got tight and close at the back. Hakimi. PSG are pushing in this second half. There's definitely a change in impetus from them. They've gone up a gear. They've definitely gone up a gear. That was not meant to go to Adeyemi. It was supposed to go to Florian Wirtz. I do not need you to start misplacing passes for me now, please, game. This is so important for me to get through this Champions League game. I'm going to go to Bellini. He's in round the wing. And look at Harvey Barnes at the back post. We'll put some power on it. Harvey can't get there. Donnarumma does. And it doesn't fall for me. Solid header, though. Oh, and then Fikayo Tomori comes out of nowhere. Özcan wins that well. Harvey Barnes. Dip! Oh! It does hit the net. But as it dips over the bar and onto the roof of it, so very nearly the goal to seal our semi-final place. Mbappe to Messi. Messi out wide to Hakimi. Just stand him up, Ches. Well in, Nuno. Still Hakimi comes forward. Mbappe. Big block, Niklas Sula. Tell you what, the players are turning up for me here so far. Rashford for Messi is their go-to change again. We've had many a subpar performance this year. But in this big game, people are doing their jobs. Hakimi. Good block by Gio Reyna off the bench. Hakimi with the throw. He's not got many options. Where's he going to go? Back there to Marcus Rashford. This is intense now. With only 20 minutes or so to go. Carlos Soler. He's gone out wide. Rashford. Don't let him get it to Mbappe. Or turn and get in the box. Hakimi. Good block. Hit a hand, I think. It's going to be a free kick for PSG right on the edge of the box. I'm so nervy. They're going to take that short, aren't they? It's Carlos Soler. It's Mukiele. It's Soler. Kubel with the save. Come on, please. Hold on. So intense in the latter stages of the Champions League, isn't it? Neymar tackled. Aouar doing his job off the bench superbly and will race away with it. Adeyemi could be in, actually. There's space here, and he was onside. Fikayo Tomori's run out of stamina. I mean, I can't surely hold it in the corner in the 75th minute. Support is arriving. Reyna, Aouar, Bellini. Game management time, Ches. Game management time. Come on. Bellini. Adeyemi's there. Spin him. Come on, Karim. Ref. Foul maybe? No, Nordi Mukiele puts the foot in. And doesn't foul me, apparently. That's going to bobble free for me, though. Get it forward. Oh, please. 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 Karim. With the turn. Oh, God. I'm so nervous. I don't know what I'm doing at any moment. I'm just acting on instinct at the minute. Trying to play the ball about and keep it away from them. Reyna's gone. Is it an offside trap that works for PSG? This is so intense! God, I'm on the edge of my seats. Ferland Mendy off. Emil Smith-Rowe on. PSG are going for it. They take a defender off. They take an attack-minded midfielder on. Rashford to Carlos Soler. Well in. Sally Özcan. We'll go to Wirtz. Spin, spin, spin. No! Oh, Bellini was in and away if that pass finds its way. Neymar, tackled by Weston McKennie. Bellini, again, could be in behind. But the defender can't come towards him. Come on. Oh, back post. Yes! Oh, we've had to work so hard for that. Tor for the BVB. We're going to win both legs by a goal to nil. Borussia Dortmund are going to the Champions League semi-finals. Oh my God. That's been one of the most intense defensive games I have ever played. And with practically the last kick of it, Karim Adeyemi scored the only goal in the first leg. Karim Adeyemi is going to score the only goal in the second leg. And we are headed to the Champions League semi-finals. Get in! In the next episode, we will have a semi-final and a semi-final. Champions League and DFB Pokal. But for now, we have to pick ourselves up again somehow from that emotional turmoil as Real Madrid are through against PSV. And now we need to go and play Wolfsburg. Bloody hell. Oh, I'm so drained after that game, but we go again. Casey Rooney in goal for Wolfsburg. 76 rated regen keeper is their highest rated goalie. Juranovic at right back with Jordan Tezzi, Karim Rekic and Christian Gunter as the back four. Sander Berger with Svanberg in midfield. Svanberg was really good against us last time we played Wolfsburg. Patrick Wimmer on the right, Damari Gray on the left. Luka Ivanušec at cam again with Josip Brekalo up top, as was the case last time we played them. We could remarkably, as has not been the case for a few episodes now, win all 3 games we play today if we're able to see Wolfsburg off here. We've not done that for a while, but I guess with the situation in the cups as it is right now, now is the time to hit form. Now is the time to be winning every game. It's too late, I think, for the Bundesliga, but for the 2 cup competitions we're involved in, we might be hitting form at just the right moment. Damari Gray. Oh, tried to bump him off it there with Weston McKennie. And the second attempt, we do so. Bellini. Go for a 1-2. We'll lift it. Should have the legs on Gunter. Bellini. They both kind of hovered in the air there. Floating. Damari Gray into Ivanušec. Oh, it's a lovely ball to Svanberg. And a great ball back to Brekalo as well. Good block. Ah, Berger wins it back though. And Brekalo again! Kubel with the save. Bellini into Enzo Fernandez. That's a little bit short for Adeyemi. Doesn't even have it anymore. Challenge! Sally Özcan. Verts to Enzo Fernandez. Look at Harvey Barnes making the run. Oh, oh, we score anyway. Harvey's gone to try and scissor kick that and got it so wrong, it's hit him in the chest. It's then fallen to Karim Adeyemi, who with a scuffed effort puts it into the bottom corner. That is either the best assist you've ever seen or the most embarrassing attempt at a scissor kick you've seen for a while. Adeyemi, we didn't scuff it actually. It just bounced on its way in. It wasn't a clean strike into the back of the net, but Harvey Barnes here just got his timing all wrong. It hit him before he even jumped. I just get lucky, but it's a good finish. And we do lead by a goal to nil now. 24 goals in 28 games for Karim Adeyemi. Baller alert. Heidenheim lead 1-0 against Bayern Munich at the Allianz Arena. Wow. To Nuno Mendes, driven at pace to Harvey Barnes. Slightly harder than I think he anticipated it arriving. Early pass here. And again, Florian Wirtz. That's 2. Okay. Oh, he's thrilled, Florian Wirtz. So much so he's thrown himself into the back of the net. We're 2-0 up here. Goal for the BVB. It's 2-0. 10th goal of the season for Florian Wirtz. A milestone for him. As we reach a milestone semi-final in the Champions League for us in this save. And Wirtz could set Adeyemi in for another. Yep. They were talking about a goal somewhere else. That's terrible defending from Wolfsburg. This save, this season has been so back and forth, hasn't it? I think that might have actually just glitched through his stomach there. We'll have a closer look as it comes over. Oh, you hate to see it. Sorry, Wolfsburg. Karim Rekik brings it down. And then it should bounce off Adeyemi there. But it doesn't. It goes through his thigh and hip, through his, almost entirely down through the inside of his leg, for him to then take a touch. And then break a tackle. And then slot home. Sorry, Wolfsburg. That one's unfair. Tor für Bayern München, they just said in commentary. That was what they were about to tell me about when we scored that third goal. Bayern are level against Heidenheim, unfortunately. Well, briefly, we thought maybe things might go our way. And they are here, but not everywhere else, unfortunately. Never mind. Very much going my way in this one against Wolfsburg. More luck in the offensive third here, or just all over the pitch than we've had for about 7 games in a row. Won't be about to make it 4 if Rooney hadn't made a good stop. It's not a phrase that you use or used to hear very often. But Rooney can't keep it out, and it is to be 4. Bellini in the 4th minute of 1 added on. Sorry, Wolfsburg. Nicely intercepted. Damari Gray's effort picked off. Bino Gittens finds Florian Wirtz, who will look over here for Harvey Barnes, who will look in there for Jonathan Burkhardt, and find only Sander Berger. It's 3-1 between Bayern Munich and Heidenheim now, so Bayern are definitely winning. Don't know who Leipzig are playing this particular match day weekend, but regardless of the fact that we're getting our points, it's probably safe to presume that they're getting theirs as well. They had won 20 of 28 last time I can recall actually paying attention to how many games they'd won. They'd only lost 1 as well, and that ball has completely cut their defence apart. Wolfsburg haven't been able to deal with us at all in this game. In the 81st minute, it's 5-0. Philip Ostet. Stop them playing 1 through ball. Still, they've been able to find Damari Gray. Sula in the way. Well, I'm playing him in, and you're not going to catch him. Burkhardt for 6. Oh, it's nice to know that this sort of performance and this sort of scoreline is still in the team after struggling to 2 against Frankfurt. And, well, the PSG game was just outrageous. To then come into the game against Wolfsburg and wipe the floor with them shows that there is still a lot of promise in this team. Bayern win 4-1 in the end. No sign of a Leipzig result there yet. We're in the cup next in the semi-final against VfL Osnabrück, and then it'll be Frankfurt or Hoffenheim in the final should we get through Osnabrück. We are actually only 3 points behind Leipzig as they have dropped some more points and lost another game, but they have a further game in hand, so could go up to 70 points and we would be 6 points behind them. We are 8 points behind Bayern with 12 points available. Leipzig actually have shit the bed a little bit, and it looks like Bayern are now in the driver's seat for that league title. It could go any which way in the Bundesliga. And in the Champions League, it's Manchester City. Spain just hit the bar. I don't know how they haven't scored there. It's Manchester City, Osnabrück, Leipzig and Man City tomorrow before Hertha Berlin, Man City, Mainz and probably Union Berlin as well, ahead of, we pray, a Champions League final and a Pokal final, but we will find out in due course. Young Meyer has completed his change to a centre-back from a CDM. He's only got up 1, unfortunately. I was kind of hoping he'd go up by a bit more than that. Training as a defensive centre-back, and hopefully he'll improve a little bit. We've got a couple of youngsters in here that might grow to be something, but we'll wait and see how they develop. I am going to send another youngster out on... another scout out as well, I think. I'm going to hire another youth scout. I've got about £3 million, I think. So I should be able to afford 2.721. I am £70,000 short of a 4-star, 5-star scout. And I'm not going to hire any of those other guys. So that will be where we call it for today. Thank you very much for watching, guys. As ever, drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Do subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet to ensure that you don't miss out on what is set to be a dramatic end of season, regardless of the fact that the league looks gone. 2 semi-finals on the way tomorrow. Join me then.